You may have heard about endpoint agents or endpoint security, but what actually is it and how does the LuJam endpoint agent work? Well, let's start by explaining what an endpoint is. It is essentially what it says on the tin. It is an endpoint of your network. Examples would be phones or laptops on your network. So why do you need to worry about endpoint security? Well, say for example you have a Windows laptop on your network and the user unfortunately didn't get the memo about Patch Tuesdays, leaving a vulnerability exposed on that endpoint. If the vulnerability can be exploited to gain access to the device, you now have a malicious actor in your network who could potentially cause damage. Every endpoint you have is a potential point of entry, so it's a good idea to monitor endpoints on your network and ensure they are secured. An endpoint agent allows you to monitor and sometimes even enforce the security of an endpoint in your network. LuJam provides you with the ability to download and install an endpoint agent onto all Windows and OS X operating systems. When installed, the endpoint agent will check things like whether the operating system is the most current version, if auto-update has been enabled, whether antivirus is installed, and much more. The endpoint agent sends weekly emails to the admin of the network with the results it found on the endpoints. These emails are separated into Windows or Mac devices as the checks for each operating system are different. It is important to note the priority of the results found for an endpoint. Red means that the device is out of compliance with Cyber Essentials. Orange means that the device is out of compliance with best practices. And black means it's something you should think about. It also highlights common applications that should be updated. Priority 1 is the most important. These are applications that are regularly used, such as browsers, and security-related applications, like a VPN. If you want to install the endpoint agent and try it for yourself, watch the video on how to install the LuJam endpoint agent.